Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is October 10th. That is the 10/10 portal, folks. Yep, gonna do another reading today. Just doing those portal readings every month. I did do quite a bit of stuff I put out yesterday, so it was a little bit of a glut of information, but if you have an opportunity to see any of the videos I put out, I think most of them are okay, so it's up to you, though. Vote with your thumbs, guys. Hold on. Monday morning, sometimes Main Street in the morning is busy and noisy because everybody's getting their week started. So we get our week started with the moon in Aries, which is quite the start to any week. It does shift into Taurus around 5:04 p.m. on the east coast of the U.S. So about half the day in Aries, half the day in Taurus. Not a bad combination, really, because Aries is all about starting things and Taurus is all about finishing things. So it actually could be quite productive in that respect. The moon does make an early morning sextile to Mars. Remember, Mars is while the moon, of course, is in Aries, Mars in Gemini. You might have had some vivid or informative dreams if you were sleeping at that time. If not, you would have been plotting your next steps. Just kind of sort of a joke. We have Venus today make an opposition to Chiron. Remember, Venus was part of that full moon. Hi, Charlie. Hello, sweet boy. Yeah, I know who you're looking for. Oppositions bring awareness. Venus is the planet of relationship. Chiron is the wounded healer, both wounded and with the opportunity to heal. Oppositions are really this opposition between Chiron and Aries and Jupiter in Venus in Libra. Sorry about that. Really does give us a good view of how we relate to one another, what needs to change, where perhaps have we. What needs attending to? What needs attending to? How do you see yourself? How do you see the other person? Who's responsible for your happiness in a relationship? Well, I'll give you the answer to that. That one's not a mystery. You are. You are. Happiness is an inside job. If we expect people to do stuff or be in a certain way that goes against who they are or what they want to do, we have to renegotiate. Sometimes that renegotiation means that we sort of say, okay, that was fun. See you later, alligator. And sometimes it's really like a sit down, and teasing things out. Now, Mercury also today moves into Libra. Mercury was last in Libra from August 25th to September 23rd. There was a retrograde period, so it moved back into Virgo. It has been in Virgo for a little bit, but now it's moving forward. So some of the things that we worked with or worked through, especially maybe that second week of September, that time period, we are reevaluating and reworking things, renegotiating, as I say. So the past isn't necessarily forgotten. It's just reviewed again. And of course, I think January 6th Commission is doing something this week. I don't remember what day it is. They were sort of keeping that under wraps. Maybe everybody knows by this time. I stayed away from the news this weekend. All this talk of nuclear war is a little too much for my nervous system. I spent most of the 80s in a panic that it was the end of the world. I was very much an anti-nuke person at the time. I'm still an anti-nuke person. I don't even think it's a good idea for energy because we don't have any way to deal with the waste from it. And the waste is what's dangerous because in some cases a half-life of 250,000 years. That's plutonium. It'll only take 250,000 years for you to move back to this part of the world. Hi, Charlie. What are you doing? What are you running around to? Charlie, be careful. Charlie. Oh my goodness. He's such a nut. I had to let both kids out early this morning because they were just yelling at each other. Now they're in some sort of race. Probably after chipmunks or something. I don't know. Anyway, back to the astrology. The moon also, while still in Aries, makes a square to Pluto, and that will drive us to take actions on our desires. Some of them a little bit unknown to us. There's an instinctual nature about that particular square, and we might find ourselves being quite instinctual in certain areas. Now, that can be good, that can be bad. Relationship is less instinctual. What are you doing, Charlie? Relationship is less instinctual and more thought out and the like. So, we have quite a day ahead of us. We have quite a week ahead of us. I'm expecting more revelations this week. Things coming to a head in many different places. Shifting and changing energy. And of course, we're getting closer to eclipse season. Eclipse season is the time of year when the sun and moon are close to either the north node or the south node. It happens twice a year. And it runs really about 2 weeks, but the energy of it, of course, is much more long-lasting. And you actually feel it even before and beyond that 2-week period. And of course, who isn't feeling tension and issues of life and death? We have to remember the nodes are in the sign of life and death, Taurus and Scorpio. What do we need to survive? What is the most important thing? I think we're having a whole new relationship with what being powerful means, and the responsibilities of being powerful. So, of course, with Pluto moving through Capricorn since 2008, we've had a lot of opportunities to really come to terms with how we use power. So, all these little green pumpkins came from the pumpkin patch. The big one there, Michael bought yesterday, but it's too cold for them to continue to grow, so I think he took them off the patch, and we'll see if the groundhog comes and eats any of them, because there were a couple poking outside of the Yes, hi baby. I know you want to go in. Yeah, time. It's kind of cold, huh, this morning. Yeah, it's cold. I can see my breath, so it's pretty chilly out here. Of course, Charlotte has a nice big fluffy coat, so she cares a little less about all of this. Okay, he went in. Charlotte! All right, everyone, have yourself a great day. Have a great week. So I did put a lot of stuff out yesterday. I put in the news with Hunter Biden, Astrology, Kabbalah, and Numerology, for those of you who enjoy those. That one's out. There is one out, 2 card readings, one on Vladimir Putin and one on Hunter Biden, and actually Don Jr., the 2 sons. I did a 2 sons reading, and I did the week ahead. You can check that out. And I did Moonshine with Ona. It was so good to spend some time with her. It's been crazy, as it is when somebody that important to you passes on, and you have to take care of all the things that come up with that. So our hearts go out to her. She's doing pretty good. You'll see her if you watch Moonshine. You'll see that she's coping, but it's not easy, and we all know that. Many of us have been there, and many of us will eventually get there. So we all have compassion for that experience. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and I am going to be doing a 1010 portal reading later today, so if you're not tired of listening to me, you might want to check that out. And just a reminder, I do now have a Patreon page for many of you who have wanted to support me over the years, and there hasn't been a venue for that. There finally is. There are different levels of support. I'm still working on the page, so at this point everybody gets what's there, and but there will be more content depending on the level of interaction and the like, but I'm still working that out. But I have to say thank you for all of you lovely people who have decided to support me. It means it means a lot to me financially, but it really means a lot that you think what I have to say can be of value to help us navigate through this rather challenging time period. All right, guys. Love you all. Take care. Namaste.